Mentioned this is election day. Municipal years may not have the stature of races for president or governor, but choosing local and city officials is just as important. News 8's Ken Pierce has been out talking to voters. He's live in Wallingford this noon hour with more. Good afternoon, Ken.
Good afternoon to you, Keith. If you think about it, it's the people who run your local city or town that probably have the most impact over your daily life. Those are the kinds of people represented on all the lawn signs you're seeing around town today. Thing is, when it comes time to vote for all these people, well, voter turnout goes way down. Still, here in Wallingford, people know how important it is to vote today. Wallingford's Rock Hill Elementary was the busiest spot in town. They take their civic duty seriously here, maybe because they start coming to the polls when they're young. What do you know about voting? Why is it important?
To pick a president or a town representative.
Or in the case of municipal election years, mayors, town councils, and boards of education.
That's actually the most important part of the election process, is the things that are local. I mean, local politics really shape your life where you live.
The issues affect taxes and town issues and things that are going to be important for the future. So if the right people don't get in, our future kids and possibly myself are going to have to pay for it in the future.
So it's really important that you turn out and vote for the people that actually make the choices in your town.
But not everyone knows that. Connecticut has about 2.1 million registered voters. Of those, 770,000 are Democrats, 453,000 are Republicans, and around 861,000 are unaffiliated. The trouble is, in odd-numbered years like this, when we have municipal elections, only about 30% actually vote.
It's important. It's something you should do. And if you don't vote, well, then I guess you shouldn't really complain about what's going on in the world.
Wallingford usually does better than average. You can tell just by all the campaign signs.
Republican, Democrat, or Independent. A lot of activity going on in town, and people really love Wallingford.
And they show that by doing their civic duty. Liz brought her son Troy along so he can learn the importance of voting.
Oh, it's very important, especially in the past year. Very important. Want to turn things the right way so he can have a good future.
Everybody should vote in every election, right?
Yeah.
And when you grow up, you're going to vote in every election too, right?
Yeah.
Now, Troy is a little young to be voting in this year's election, but for everybody else who's 18 and above, well, if you are not sure if you're registered to vote in the state of Connecticut, you can check with the Secretary of the State's office. That's very easy to do. In fact, we've got a link that can take you there on our website, WTNH.com. Live in Wallingford, I'm Kent Pierce. Keith, back to you.
Ken, thank you. We have all the details on where you can go to vote right on our News 8 app. And make sure to stay tuned to News 8 tonight. We will have team coverage starting at 5 o'clock with our election insiders.